I'm Tim. I'm Head of Rehab here at Athletes Authority Melbourne.
I'm Joshua Covello. I'm a footballer at Adelaide United Football Club.
And we're here to take you through a Monday night rehab session. Let's go.
So currently I'm 3 months post-operation of a ruptured Achilles. Happened in a A-League game of me receiving the ball and just like dribbling, and then I heard like this gunshot kind of effect and I felt my Achilles go on me. So I'm post 3 months now and walking around, so it's exciting.
Make sure push through the ground with your left toe. Yeah, good. Josh was in the boot for 6 weeks, and we started weaning 6 to 7 weeks, and then he was out of the boot. And then from there, it's really just been working on his calf strength. So probably the number one thing with an Achilles rupture is calf strength, goes without saying, but especially that end of range plantar flexion, so that top range. So Josh has been working really hard on making sure that when he does any form of calf raise, seated or his standing variations, that he's really maximising his top range. So yeah, we've worked on a series of different isometric options in standing. We've got different seated isometric options, seated calf raise, standing double leg calf raise. And then around that, obviously his foot and ankle strength is extremely important. Mobility around his ankle joint and his foot, so his midfoot, and then also bringing in everything else. So now we're in that phase where calf strength's coming along. As you would have seen, like Josh's trap bar's right up to 120 kilos. He's got good strength on his leg press. So we're starting to just globally build everything. Probably over the next 4 weeks or so, the end of that 4 or 5 weeks, he'll be back running on the Ultra G. He's traveling beautifully. So it's been smooth rehab so far.
Happy days.
Happy days, mate. Killing it. So what we're going to do now, we're going to do seated calf raise isometric. So we're using the force frame here with Josh. Basically we set him up so he can, in a seated calf raise position, exert as much force as possible into the force pad, and then we get a rating, we get a number. And then from that number we can help program his seated calf raises, but we also have some normative data. We're trying to get his left calf back to his right calf and some data around running as well. Build, build, push, 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 push.
Going really well at the moment. We're hitting a block where it's just past the 3 months. So the surgeon did give me the all clear that I won't rupture it as easily again. So I can push it a little bit when it comes to weights now, which is really exciting. So we're past that frustrating period where I've been in the moon boot, couldn't really do much. So now obviously being able to lift close to my max and what I did before, it's quite exciting, and it obviously drives me to running soon, so I'm really excited and happy about that. Having this serious long-term injury, it definitely takes a toll on your mental health, and coming in here every day and these guys pick you up, whether you're happy, sad, down, you definitely leave this place with a smile on your face. I love the community we got going on here. You know, we get around each other, and a lot of people in this rehab program are in similar stages to myself, so it helps me in my own personal journey to get me back up to where I need to be. So it's a big thank you to all the coaches here, and Tim especially, taking the time out to help me get back on that field. The sauna they got and all the recovery equipment I need for my Achilles to get me back on the field, these guys have got it covered. So I'm very happy with how they welcomed me in here into their family and how well we're doing.
So Josh doing the iso knee push. The reason being, so that 30-degree knee flexion angle is the position you'll be in mid-stance in running, maximum velocity running. So it's trying to overload that position, create stiffness around the knee, and an exercise he's been able to do pretty early on, where you can see whilst we're rehabbing the calf, we're still able to expose his knee joint and his quads to really high forces that are preparing for running. And when you're in a boot for 6 weeks, you get quite stiff in the ankle, and also you get quite stiff through the calf and the Achilles because you're trying to protect that. As you come out of the boot, it takes a little bit of time to start to get your knee to wall range back, that calf muscle, to allow your ankle to go in this position, which is dorsiflexion. So Josh and I measure this, then we do some treatment, and then we re-measure it. Also want to make sure that everything else is behaving really nicely and is not only strong but mobile, so that when Josh starts to running, nothing else pops up that holds him back.